Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be doing a non-scripted review of Venom, Let There Be Carnage. This is just going to be a small, short review as to what I think of this film. And yeah, so let's start. So I saw this movie in theaters, and it was pretty mediocre for the first time I saw it. Then I started watching it clips on YouTube. Then I got the Blu-ray, as you all saw recently, yesterday, and I rewatched it today with my mom, and I thought, hey, this movie is actually not that bad. But I do have some problems with the movie, though, and I'm going to tell you them. So, one of my I think I've said this before. I don't know if I think I said it in my review yesterday. But this movie is just so distant from the original Venom. Why? Because the original Venom felt like its own movie. It actually felt like an anti-hero movie. This movie, for some reason, just decides to completely distance itself from the first movie. It's almost like it's almost like they ignore the first movie. Excuse me. Anyways, so yeah, the original movie, in my opinion, was a very dark and grim action movie. And being that it's from the Spider-Man universe, and the Spider-Man movies are not known for being, the most violent superhero movies of all time. Well, they probably are, because I haven't seen that many of them. But this movie was very, very dark and grim. It was rated, I don't know how much, let me go check, what was this movie even rated? Over here in Canada, we have a very weird rating system. It is rated 14. People under 14, not allowed. Get out of here. And the reason why is because it is so just graphic. Well, it's not that graphic, but it's pretty violent, actually, compared to the new one. What is the new one rated? The new one here in Canada is rated 13+. And it's also rated PG for some reason. No, I totally understand why it's rated PG. You wanna know why? Because it is childish at points. It is childish. The original movie, there was like some kind of matrimonial drama. There was actually like a reason to freaking have all these intense fight scenes, especially the final scene with Riot. Whew! Damn, that was a very, very good fight scene. The fight scene where they're swatting all the cops, biting off all the heads. I think, for the record, they bit off more heads in the original than in this one. In the new one, what do you got? You got this new character who's named I don't even remember what her name was. But at the end of the first movie, we see this character named Cletus, and his story is elaborated on this one. Basically, in this movie, the synopsis of the movie, very shortly, is the guy named Cletus. He wanted to basically be friends with Tom Hardy, I guess, or Eddie. Eddie was like, no. So he bit him on the hand, and he actually inherited some of Venom's powers, and he became Carnage for some reason. I think it's because he was more evil. And so he decides to exact his revenge and get married, and there's a wedding. What? None of the original movie had a real badass storyline. A runaway anti-hero comes from another planet, and one of the guys from his planet follows him and tries to destroy him. So he destroys him instead. That is a cool storyline. In this new movie, the storyline is just, it's this guy who wants to get married, but the other people are like, no, we don't want you to do that. And like, there's like Venom controlling his anger, and him and Tom Hardy having like this like husband and wife like fights and all that, kicking him out of the house. It was just, the new movie was pretty childish, to say the least. And also, when I saw it at the movie theater, it was super loud. Like, I know that's the point when you go to a movie theater, it's gonna be loud. But damn, it was like, if you have sensitive hearing, uh, take precaution when going to see this movie in the theaters, because it is loud, especially when the girl, the new character, she has the power to scream really loud, and that hurt a lot. Not to mention one of the like my possibly my favorite scene of the entire movie. Carnage breaks out of prison and destroys everyone in the prison ward. That was a cool scene. That was awesome. But it was very distant from the original movie. Very childish, to say the least. Very I don't know, man. It was distant from the original movie. The original movie felt like its own movie. This movie feels like every superhero movie ever. It's not to say I hate it. I like the movie, but not as much as the first one. I think the first one is a little bit better in my opinion. What this movie could have done better, it probably could have kept the original serious tone that the original movie had. It could have been darker, actually. It could have been, like, Carnage is a brutal character. They could have done so much with it. But no, we have chickens and matrimonial fights with a man and an alien. Not to mention, this is probably the movie that got a lot of the fan art out of Venom and Eddie, if you didn't see that. But yeah, my overall rating is the movie is fine. It could have done things a lot more better. It could have been a great sequel. Like, this movie was hyped up to all hell. Not to mention the ending scene where they tease Spider-Man No Way Home, which excuse me, Jesus Christ. I talk and I breathe in a lot of air. They probably... I'll probably watch that movie, No Way Home. I'm not that into Spider-Man, honestly. Like, I'm trying to get into the series because I know a lot of people who love the series. So I'm like, let me try and join in this little posse. But yeah, I'm trying. Anyways, overall, the movie is fine. If you like the first movie, you're probably gonna like this one. But I don't know. Anyways, that is my review of Venom. Let There Be Carnage. Thank you guys so much for listening to me ramble on. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.